The Bill of Rights by Mikey Thorson. To talk about the Bill of Rights, we have to go back to where it started, the Federalists and Anti-Federalists. The Federalists wanted a strong government, so they liked the New Plan, or otherwise known as the Constitution. The Anti-Federalists wanted the strong state governments, so they liked the current plan, or the Articles of Confederation. When the Constitution was created, the Anti-Federalists wouldn't agree. The Anti-Federalists wanted a Bill of Rights that had additional rules and laws for them to agree. That's when James Madison created the Bill of Rights. The original Bill of Rights included 10 rights. In total of all the amendments nowadays, there is 27. The original rights follow as Amendment 1 states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. This amendment states our first rights: freedom of speech, religion, press, assembly, and petition. Amendment 2 states, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. This means that we have the right to bear arms. Amendment 3 states, no soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by the law. This means that we have the right to say yes or no to quartering soldiers. Amendment 4 states the right of the people to be secure in the person's houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable causes supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. This amendment means that we are protected from unreasonable search and seizures, and that the government needs a probable cause when searching and seizing. Amendment 5 states, no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime, unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy or life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. This states that no person should be held for an infamous crime unless presented in front of a grand jury. No one should have double jeopardy or be charged for the same crime twice. The government can't take away someone's life, freedom, or property unless following a series of steps that give everyone their fair chance. The government can't take away property unless the government pays for it. Amendment 6 states, in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall been previously asserted by law, and to be informed by nature and cause of the accusation, to be confirmed with witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and the assistance of counsel for his defense. This means that the accused have the right to a speedy trial and the right to a public trial. The trial must be held with an impartial jury. They have the right to know what they're being accused of and ask questions why they were accused. The accused have the right to force anyone to come to the trial that might help their case, and the accused have the right to a lawyer. Amendment 7 states, in suits at common law where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of common law. This restates the right to a jury trial and the right to a jury trial in civil cases. Amendment 8 states, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. This means that no excessive bail is required and no cruel and unusual punishments should be inflicted. Amendment 9 states, the enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be constructed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. This means that any right that isn't listed that is common sense is retained to the people. Amendment 10 states, the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. This restates that any other rights go to the states and the people. When those rights were created, the Anti-Federalists said, okay, and ratified or agreed to the new plan, or the Constitution. That's how the Bill of Rights was formed.